Hello, welcome back to our channel, Way Out Here. Today I'm going to make a apple pie out of our Brandied apples. So if you saw our previous video, and I'll try to link it up here if I can. I'm doing my best. YouTube's still, we're still learning, but I'll try to link it up here or over here, wherever it goes, of how we canned our Brandied apples. And in that video, 2 of the jars sealed, but some of the liquid had seeped out. We didn't give it enough headspace. I'm going to use those 2 jars of Brandied apples to make an apple pie. It's going to be a sugar-free apple pie. For those who saw the canning the apples video, you know that neither of us, myself or my husband, have a big sweet tooth, and we avoid sugar as much as we can. We do buy sugar for our honeybees, but we ourselves avoid especially excessive sugar wherever we can. So I'm going to make it out of the low glycemic index coconut sugar, and I might add some spices. We'll see. I have to kind of taste it as I go, but I'm going to show you how I do that and how I wing it when I make something out of like a jar of food that we've canned that didn't quite turn out right. So let's get going. Alright, so these are the 2 jars of Brandied apples that did not turn out as expected. As you can see, there's quite a bit of this. This is on the outside of the jar, so this had leaked out. So obviously, these probably should be used. There's no liquid covering the top of these apples, and so in order to save the apples and not waste them, I'm just going to put them in a pie. I also want you to notice it did seal, so these should be safe, and they should be safe to store. I'm just going to make the decision to use them, though, so that they don't go bad. And then we've got 2 more jars to can our elk meat, because we're going to try to can some elk meat in our pressure canner. Okay, we're going to get started on these apple pies. So I have this, I don't know, you guys have probably seen this before. This is the plant butter we use. This is like an avocado oil butter. Our daughter can't have dairy. Again, I know that's redundant, but she can't. So I'm going to start with putting that and melting that in this pot. And I've also thought out some store-bought pie crust. The reason I don't make these is because A, it just takes too much time, and I haven't figured out a way to make them yet to make them a little bit lower in glycemic index. Basically lower carbohydrates. I haven't figured that out. So I do my best to do as low glycemic index as I can here. And then we're just going to kind of have to deal with it with these. These are just, like I said, store-bought. There's 2 here. I don't know how many this will make, but I thought out 4 crusts so I can have 2 pies if I need to. So I'm going to get this butter melted. We're going to get the apples in here, and I'm going to start cooking this down, preheat the oven, and get my pans ready for making these pies. Alright, so I've melted the butter, and I had to have these loosened because the pressure canner just makes these so tight, these lids. It's a good thing, but I'm going to put this in here because I kind of want this thicker. And I think it's going to take 2 jars of this, and it smells really good already, just putting it in there. Okay. Alright, and this definitely needs to cook off some. This water is really thick. So I am going to let this cook down, and I'm going to add a little bit of this organic raw coconut sugar that we like. Kind of thicken it up a little bit, and I might put some more plant butter in here. Not that this will thicken it up much, but it'll sweeten it a little bit, and then try to get this thicker. And this is about perfect for one pie. And cooking it down did help this get quite a bit thicker. Alright, so let me get the top part of this put on and then we can bake this. Alright, so trimmed off the edges. I find that it's easier to get this on here when you do that, so you can pinch it down. Just like that. And then I just pinch the sides together. Okay. And then I'm just going to mark this. Usually do letters for like to say what the pie is. So I'm going to do an A and a P for apple pie. This is just what I do. Do whatever you want. Alright, this is going to go in the oven for like 25 minutes, I think. And we're probably going to get started on another project. Alright, there's my sugar-free apple pie made out of our Brandied canned apples. So once this cools off, I'll have the kids do a taste test and we'll see what they think. And we'll see what everybody thinks of this awesome pie made out of our Brandied apples. Okay, give it a taste.
It's good.
You like it? What's it taste like?
Very apple. Very, very sweet.
It's sweet?
Yeah.
It's sugar-free.
It's sweet.
The only sugar in there is the sugar from the apples. And then the coconut, organic coconut sugar, the low glycemic index sugar.
It's good, it's just sweet.
Good. I'm glad you guys like it. Have some apple pie, and then we're going to go to bed.